Hello, YouTube friends. Thanks so much for joining me today. We are going to be doing a little painting today. And again, on my series of oil paint. This was the one that we did the last time. I have to do this one in a very, very hurry mode because I had to pick up my grandson, so the video was quick. I used my computer to do. I forgot to turn it on, so I hope you can hear me. I use my computer to do the video. Excuse me. And unfortunately, I have to figure out how to do this because the computer technically stays in front of the camera in order to do it. So I have to be kind of doing it and keep on showing you like this because I can't do it with the computer in front of him. So I draw a little bit, which is upside down. It's gotta be that way. I draw a little bit just what I want to have it done. Excuse me. I got some paper towels to clean my brushes. I wrote down the colors that I use so I remember. And then I want to show you my palette. I bought these on Amazon. I love it. So for you that's starting, it was very reasonable and it's acrylic. I have a glass one as well that I use, but I kind of like this one for right now. I probably will start using my glass one as well, but this one is what I want to use because when I'm done, I can just wash it and then remove the oil paint. The colors I'm using is titanium white. Look at my new brush. I'm so excited to use it today. So titanium white, and then I have cadmium yellow, and then I have cadmium green, sap green, then I have burnt sienna, burnt umber, I have violet, then Persian blue, ultramarine blue, and black. So these are my colors that I'm using. So first things first, let me put my little new brush over there. Oh, I showed you all I did on to put my brush holder. I think I have a video on it. I'm not sure if I did, but this is what I use for my brush holder. And I made a little hole in the middle of it, so if I need to put a brush standing, as long as it has a little, you can put the brush standing as well, like that. Let me show you, like this. So I do not wash my brush every day, so I use a little oil that I put it in here, and then at the end when I'm done, I just wipe the paint off, and then I deepen the oil and leave it until the next day, or it will last about a week. The ones that are very skinny like this, it will not last a whole week, but the other ones will. And I have Gimzo here, and oil in here. Seed, what is that called? I forgot now. But linseed oil, and then I'm using this for my thinning process. And I bought these little boards over at Amazon. They're perfect for learning, and they were very cheap, so they are great to learn. Okay. Oy, excuse me. I still got a cold, so I'm having a hard time. Well, how I prep this, I pretty much did a layer of gesso with white gesso with acrylic paint to do a little toning on the little board. This is the color that comes in, and this is how I got it. So now let's see, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna start with a large brush, and I will go over the brush as I'm using them. This one is, it's losing the color, but I think it's a half an inch. So look, I have to clean up the oil. Now I probably want to have this one clean too, because I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, I definitely need to have this one cleaned up. I'm going to get leaning it up on the Gimso. See how I want to put blue. If I put blue with this color on it, it will be a problem. Yeah, definitely will be a problem. So I should probably have cleaned it last night before I finished. Oh well. Then I just gonna pile up. I think this is good enough. So now I'm gonna put a little bit of the Gimso over here. Then I'm gonna mix the titanium white, with it. Now I am going to do, I want to get it thin, so I'm putting a lot of that Gimso in. Not too much though, because you don't want to mess it up. So I'm gonna do I'm just gonna put in a little white in here. Not too much paint. Okay. Now what I'm doing here, I'm gonna skip that part, but I wanna do now I'm not concerned about the line of the mountains, because I'm gonna work on that. So I just did a little bit of the white. Maybe it could have been a little bit thicker, but I'm gonna put a little bit more when I do the cloud. So once I get, now I'm not gonna clean the brush, but I'm gonna get the Prussian blue and I'm gonna mix it with the white. I'm gonna put a little bit of ultramarine. My phone is gonna be going crazy today because I've still got issues that I need to work. I'm mixing up some ultramarine and some Prussian blue. Now I want to leave this color here. Then I want to get a little bit more Prussian blue to make it a little bit darker. Because I want to have a corner that's going to be a little bit darker. And I'm going to put a little bit more ultramarine blue on it. Okay, so I'm going to start this corner. It's a little bit too dark. Let me change the brush. Ooh, I didn't clean this brush. This brush here had red on it. A lot of red. That's the bad part about. Okay, I think I got it. See? Just clean it. Then I'm going to wipe my thing over here. Okay, so now I am going to lighten up. I got my smaller brush. I'm gonna use a little tiny bit of Ginsol, and I'm trying to get a little bit lighter color. So let me just start over here. And then you just crisscross. So you put a little music. You put a little classic music. Now when you start combining the white with the blue, that you start getting now I'm going to wipe the blue out of this, and then I'm gonna get just white, and I'm gonna get a new brush because I want a filbert. Let me see if I can find a good small filbert brush. No, not that one. I think this one will do. See, I got this one. Is number 2 filbert. Now this one I'm gonna get a little white. So I'm mixing that white that I had on my palette. And it just I think I'm gonna have to paint that white better because that white is, see? So I'm doing the white, then I'm gonna come back with a little bit more blue. Yeah, I'm just putting another layer of white in the sky, and then I'm going to blend it with a very soft blender. Yeah. So I'm just blending it in to give a little foggy feeling. Okay, so after that, I'm gonna come back and do a little bit more white. But I want to start now with my big brush. Actually, I'm gonna get a new brush for that. Now I'm going to do the mountain that's farther away. Now I'm mixing a tiny bit on this color of burnt sienna to be very far away. So the farther away, the lighter it is. So I'm probably gonna put a little bit more white on it too. Okay, so it's funny that these colors are not very opaque. Now I'm putting a little bit more color because I feel like the colors are very lost. So now the next one has to be a little bit darker. So I'm putting a little bit more of the Prussian blue, more white too, because I don't want it too dark. It has to be the next level. So now I'm gonna go see this is a little bit more blue. Excuse me. Now I'm gonna go, my next one will be even darker. So what I can do is I can mix I'm just doing the back. Now this one is gonna be a little bit darker. I'm gonna put in a little bit of green. A little bit more green. A little bit, oops, I didn't want that one. I want a little bit more. Okay, so I'm doing a little bit more, mixing a little bit more color. So I mixed the Prussian blue, and then I'm covering it up. I'm gonna cover up this because it's gonna be all right. Now, in the front here, I want to get a little bit more color. So this mountain range is coming all the way to the front. So I'm gonna mix a little bit more Prussian blue, a little bit more green. Now this and a little burnt sienna, because I want to have a darker green now. Put a little bit more green, a little bit more Prussian blue. Okay. So this darker green is just moving everything forward. Put a little bit more blue, a little bit more green. You start losing the paint. Now I'm doing the little I'm gonna have to repaint the fence, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, now that I did the back, I'm gonna go back in with a small brush, and then I will do a little design. So let me see, I think I want a silver. Yeah, this is a small filber number 2. So now I'm gonna get a little bit of the white, and I'm just gonna mix that mix that I had. Now I'm going to do I'm just doing a little design on it. Now I'm gonna go back into the very light and very gently do a little lights in here. I need to get a little bit darker. All right, that's better. So I don't want a bit too dark. Now I'm gonna get a little bit lighter. Okay, now the one that's a little bit darker, I want to get a little bit lighter. Now this, now I'm gonna do a little bit dark on that side. I'm using the same brush. I want to create a little valley here. Now this is just making a little, like a little intricate parts. Now I'm gonna do a little bit more light on this side. Now Bob Ross would grab his spatula and just do it with his spatula, which I would probably do it too if I was using a big canvas, I would probably do with that as well. I gotta be careful not to put too much. I did too much in there. Yeah, better get it right. I don't want to put too much paint on that. Now this one is gonna have to be a little bit more. See, the little marks is giving that. Now I want to do a little bit dark on this side. Now the brush start getting too much on it, then we need to clean it up and get new color. Wow, this is cute. I might want to do a little bit dark over there. And a little bit dark right there. Now you have to be careful not to put the same tone of dark in the same mountains, so that you know you want to get lighter, 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 and darker, dark, dark. So you be able to get it. Now I'm gonna go back into this big mountain here and fix that. Now I'm gonna do with the green on this, probably on this side too. Now I want to get a little bit more white. Now I want to do a little bit more. Okay, now I'm gonna make a darker green, with pressure blue, and probably a tiny bit of the purple. Yeah, because I want to do it a little bit like there. What I want to do, I want to get depth. Hmm. Now I am going to get green, and then blue, more green. I'm mixing a color. Let me show you what my palette looks like. I'm making this darker green here on this little corner here for this little small mountain. See? A little bit darker green. because this mountain here is in the front. So I want to bring it darker. Yeah. Now, with that green, I'm gonna go to the next light, next value, I should say. And then I'm gonna do a little bit more dark in here. I want to get a little valley, like in here. And you can get a little bit of black and mix with the green to get an even darker value, and do it like then I can do a little bit more dark in here too. It doesn't have to be like all over, but you definitely want to get a little black here and there. Okay. Now I'm going to do okay. Now I'm gonna get some of the white, and I'm mixing like that. I'm mixing with the brush the way, whatever color I had in the brush, that's what I'm mixing with. And I'm not putting any gamso or anything. I need to do a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit smaller brush. Now I'm getting the 3/0. Now I'm gonna get pure white to work on those. Now I'm not mixing anything with it. This is just white. So I'm going to work I have no, oh here it is. Oh, I messed it up right there. Now, trouble. Every time I should go back there, I should clean the brush. It's nice to be listening to this song. This is just little tap, 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 tap. Just to show like if it was little trees. Just I want to get a little bit more yellow. And nothing more. You know what I can use? That other brush that I have. Yes, this brush. So let's see. Not too much paint. Oh yeah, this works. if I like this one. Maybe I should do it a little dark on this side. Or actually the dark should go on this side. Let me see, the dark should go on this side. And on this side. Oh my, okay, now I'm going to go back. Let me see. Okay, sorry, I had to answer that call. Now I want to get a little bit more green, light green for the I don't know if I like this, but now I'm gonna mix. I don't want to use this brush to mix. I'm gonna use my other brush to mix. Let's use this one. So I'm gonna use the yellow, then green. Now this is too bright, so I'm gonna put a little bit of, yeah, there you go. So I put a little bit more. And I'm just doing a little bit taps. a little yellow greenish. Now I'm gonna take some of these off like that, and I'm gonna put a little bit more green. That's too much. Now this is gonna need to be a little bit brought down, so I'm gonna put a little bit of burnt sienna. The burnt sienna will help me get the color a little bit. Ooh, I got too much. You have to do it slowly, otherwise it messes it up. Alright, I think, yeah, I think I like that. Now this lighter here probably can be used a little bit of the sienna too, to bring it down a little bit. Okay, now you can mix all this color before you start. There you go. See the difference between, let me see if you can see it. That, and that. So now, put it back here, clean up my spatula, and let's see which brush I'm gonna use. Now, before I get to those, I'm gonna use my brush that I was using. And I'm gonna mix a little bit dark, and I'm just gonna go this brush is fantastic because it goes by so fast. Now I'm gonna get a little bit lighter, and then I'm going to okay, and I'm cleaning my brush because it's all yucky. Now you don't want to mix. You see how it's like that and like that? You don't want to do that. You want to make it where it's a little bit more like that. Now I'm gonna use my other brush to get the so the farther away the lighter you will be. And I'm gonna cover up the whole fence. Now I need to get a little bit darker. So now I'm mixing green, sombra, the burnt sienna, what I'm gonna do after this is the back, then I'm going to get the light color. Now I gotta clean up a little bit here and blend this. Let's see, blend sideways, because then I'm going to bring in the, I'm gonna blend this too. Blend, blend. Okay, blend. Ah, look. Cheap brush. This brush is horrible. I don't even know what the brand is for that brush. And it broke. So let me use my filbert. I want to use a little bit of filbert right there. Okay, let me, I'm going to get, I think I'm gonna use my crazy brush to do it. Okay, let me get the light green, yellow. That is too bright. I'm gonna get a little white. And I'm gonna get a little burnt sienna too. Tap it down a little bit. Okay, so now, I'm going to tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. This brush is well worth it. Oh, I just picked up some black color, so let me tap this better here. You know what? I have another brush that might be even better to do this. Let me try that one. Okay, this one is a Michael James Smith Series 3/3/8. Now this is a great brush. So let me just fill it in with a bunch. Oh wow, look at that. Now I gotta mix more color. All right, let's see. Oh yeah. I like this. This brush is like. Okay, now I'm gonna get dark. I may need more. So I'm gonna do. Okay, now I'm going to do. Now I gotta move. See how it is? I'm gonna have to hold it close. And so I might want to hold it that way. Oh. Now, oh, cool. Oh my gosh, my hands. Okay, now I'm gonna try. I may need more paint. All right. Now, before I start doing the fence, I gotta work more on that one. I need more paint. I need yellow, white, and green. I want to show you all. This takes time, guys. I'm telling you, this takes time. I'm going to do a little bit more white. And I'm using Winsor Newton white. I've got this huge thing that probably will last my lifetime plus 3 lifetimes. I got the little yellow. And that is gambling. And the light green. Okay, let's try. Now I'm gonna mix yellow with the green that I already have and a little white. So now I'm gonna do a little bit more. I'm gonna have to hold this because I hate this thing. I don't know how to make it where it will stay, you know? Need a little bit more white because I need it lighter. Excuse me. Okay, that added depth. Now I'm gonna get my brush and I'm gonna make black, burnt sienna, red, okay. Now it's gonna be challenging. Did I print? No, I didn't. I'm going to do, I want to say it's like one, boom, and two. Ooh. Okay. Now the other one's gonna have to be a little bit bigger. Okay. Oof. This is hard. I'm gonna do a little bit of dark. Okay. Now, the thing is now I have to make a very thin, which I'm gonna clean my brush. And I think I'm gonna use the long one. Yeah. I'm gonna make it very, very thin because the more you mix with thin, and I'm gonna practice, yes. So when you make it thin, it goes easier. I think I'm gonna do one at a time. Ugh. I can't make a straight line if my life depended on it. Now, there you go. Now, let me see if I can hold like that. Ah, my God. Did you guys see that? It almost fell on top of my thing in here. My painting. Ah, this is hard. All right, I guess I will see what I can do. Ugh, this is hard, guys. This part is hard. I should have put this in there, but okay. So now I'm gonna do. Let me see if I can. See, that's not a very good job. Ooh, this is hard. Oh, all right. That's it because I can't do a fence. My hands are not good. So, what I'll do is when it dries, I will probably work more on this. Uh, so now the light is coming from here, which I'm gonna make a lighter there. And then, so This is very difficult, so I'm going to leave that to dry a little bit. I'm going to use my little brush for this brush. I think this brush is well worth it. This brush. So I think I'm going to do a couple little, it's just falling, dang. Guess it's gonna have to go that way. Ah, I'm having a hard time, right, guys? It's because I'm supposed to tap. So I'm going to do a couple bushes right there. And a couple bushes right there. Now I think I'm gonna get a little bit, I want to get a little color on it. Put a little flowers. Yay! I'm getting just a little tiny color on it. Then I'm gonna work. Okay, just a little tiny color, tiny brushes. Maybe a little bit more over there. Just a tiny bit. Okay, now what I want to work on is, where's my other brush? I want to filbert, because I want to work on the, I want to work on my clouds. Let me get another big cloud. So what are you guys thinking so far? Now I'm going to see how over here, oh, the color is not really grabbing. Probably gonna have to let it dry and then come back and put a second layer. Yeah. So I guess what I'll do, I'll leave it to dry. Put a little, there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it to dry and then I will come back and work more on it. Yeah. Okay, let me show you all. So this is what we end up with. I hope you like it, and let's keep on working on it, keep working together and having fun. Thank you all. Bye-bye.